Hello my dear minions, oh the things that I have to show you, and they're not just Thorncraft stuff either. I've got some new things here. You can see I've done away with the Essential tubes because they were useless, and I'm just going to start stacking jars on top of each other. We've got a new friend here, our clay golem, and his sole purpose is to empty out this alchemical furnace. So if we put in something like, let's just say glass. Let's see if glass works. I'm not sure if I've got an empty jar. But look at him go. There we go. Yep. So he found an empty jar. He put it directly in there. So he's perfect. Essentially, all I had to do... Do I have my Thormonomicon? I sure don't. All I had to do was just unlock a whole bunch of research in regards to golems. Let's just see if I can find it. I will show you. Thormonomicon. And grab you there. Grab you from here. Boom. Okay. So here we go. You unlock clay golems, or well, straw golems, then you unlock wooden golems, and then clay. Don't worry about this side, except for maybe the Golemancer's bell. I believe you already automatically get those. Make one of these Golemancer's bells. They'll be important. Get a clay golem, which you make in a crucible. You put in 4 Humanus, 4 Motus, 4 Spiritus, and then you toss it a brick afterwards. After that, get a golem core, so you have to unlock this one here. Just make a blank animation core, then do the research for fill, decanting, and alchemy. Now, this will end up requiring an arcane infusion, so you just use this guy over here. I believe where I went wrong in terms of some infusion crafting, I didn't have enough in the jars. Even if you have like the exact amount, I don't believe it tries to... I don't know. I think it tries to leave one in the jar by itself. So I found that, you know, just making sure that you got a ton more than what you need, make sure that your arcane infusion goes ahead. So water jar, you do need a golem animation core of decanting, which you just toss it in with, you know, aqua and vacuous. I found though the crucible is rather annoying. So what you can end up doing, you can see that I was making elementum earlier. You get one of your jars here, which you've, you know, gotten some essence from, say like Ignis or Lux or whatever. And what you can do if you have an Essential tube, which I believe I put all of them in my little system. Essential tube, come on buddy. There it is. So what I found is the easiest way to do it is you just get whatever jar of these has what you need. So I'd get, you know, 3 Ignis from this jar here. I could take it out, but, you know, I'm planning on leaving that stuff there. And you can just place it under there. It'll automatically take it out. You'll see that bar fill up, and Perdito and Potentia. And this requires charcoal, I believe, or normal coal. So you put that in there, and it just pops out the front here. So pretty cool. And the same kind of thing happens, like if I had a brick, or like a, what's it called? Like if I put in a golem animation core, this one here, the decanting one, I could put that in there and it would show me all the different options for that one. I don't know, it's worked well enough for me. And then you just place down your golem, you slap on that little animation core on the front, and just tell him to, you know, work with the alchemical furnace and any of these jars over here. So he works rather well. But I do plan on using some other golems later on. I think I'm going to start using them for farming, because I'm a little bit lazy. I don't really want to get into Thorncraft when... no, sorry, not Thorncraft. Forestry farms. I'm a little bit out of date with that stuff there, but I know that these guys there can gather different materials and specific to, you know, farming, and I can probably get them to start putting them into my farming chest. So you can see I was trying to do a little bit of farming here in terms of cotton. I mean, what was happening was I was needing a whole bunch of string earlier, but... so what I can end up doing is I'll tell it to just farm a whole bunch of wheat, and we're going to be using it for something I'll show you in just a second. We don't need our Thorncraft goggles right now, so let's just right click on, hang on, shift, right click, there we go. So don't need those Stormcraft goggles. This is just an armor stand. You make it from Bibliocraft, 2 iron and 3 slabs. And you just shift right click and you can place whatever you want there, just so long as you don't have something in your hand. So there goes my trousers or my shoes. I need to keep those though. So we'll put this back into our system. No, don't take the ender storage pouch, I need that. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on. We have got an extractor here. I made one extractor simply so I could get a little bit more rubber. You can power it with redstone. I was using it to make these plastic sheets, and you'll see why. If we look over here, what's this? I've updated my list a little bit here. Here you can see it. Bibliocraft, XP farm, enchanting, animal farm, and industrial craft I'm still getting into. But today, we're going to be working on the animal farm. That's right. If we head over yonder, onto yonder window, I like being a chicken and not slow. That's kind of cool. You can see we've got 2 villagers here, 1 and 2. He's a blacksmith. He's kind of cool. He's got a helmet. Don't like his trades though. This guy here, damn, I exhausted it. I was trading wheat in order to get emeralds for this particular build. Essentially, if you look over here, what is this? Very, very cool. Now, I don't exactly know where one of my cows went. I'm sure that I had more than that, but let me just grab this cow. Do I have more than one in here? No, I do not. There was supposed to be 2 in here, but maybe one of them got killed by accident. Essentially, I have set up some kind of breeding and killing area, or I'm in the process of it anyway. Over here is a breeder. If it has, you know, barley, well, I assume it has to be wheat. I'm going to try and see if I can do it. Essentially, if it's got wheat, I know for certain, it will try and breed 2 cows together. Now, if I take this here, 1 and 2, they start making the magic. A little bit of XP there. If you get a machine to do it, you're not going to get the XP. I've only just learnt that. A little bit frustrating. But that's cool. So they start breeding together with this guy here, the breeder. Then we use the chronotyper. And all of these machines are available. They're part of Mine Factory, which I did say I wanted to get into. Mine Factory into here. So chronotyper and breeder is right there. Chronotyper basically says, you know, if this thing is a baby, spit me out the other side. So that's just fine. I'm very happy with that. And then this one here says, if it is an adult in front of me, move that one behind it. So eventually, like, this is all just a very clever way to get these 2 to breed, make a whole bunch of children, and then once they've grown up, to throw them into this killing chamber over here. It's not quite ready yet. I'm getting into it. But here is an autonomous activator. It's part of thermal expansion. And if you put a sword in here, it will start attacking things. It will even attack things even if you don't. It just comes up as being, you know, left click, you know, attacking things. I don't know. I enjoy it. I am going to put a sword in there though, because then we've got this thing here called the vacuum hopper. I made 2 of them because I wasn't sure. I wanted this thing to breed them and then have XP fall out. It doesn't seem to be the case. A little bit annoying. I'll find another use for this guy somewhere else. But I'll replace that. But over here, if we have the vacuum hopper here, he's told to pretty much just, you know, well, I didn't really explain it, did I? If you have items on the ground near him, he will automatically just pull things toward himself. So there they are there. Very cool. So the idea is that you kill your cows and, well, or whatever mobs I have in there. I might end up doing more than just cows. I'll try have, you know, pigs and chickens and, you know, whatever, all types. And then whenever they're adults, they'll just get moved into this killing chamber. At least that's the plan. I'm thinking it's quite a good idea. But what I want to do, in order to have things in here, I'm going to need a sword. I'm also going to need it to be a sword that can either repair itself, which I don't believe they'll do in here. I'll just see, does it... that does hurt. So it didn't seem to use any durability. Maybe it just automatically repairs. We'll find out. But essentially, oh yep, nope, there it is. So auto repair. Since it's got stonebound on it, I think it tries to, reinforced. It has a chance of not breaking. I'll leave it in there for a little while and we'll see if it repairs itself. But if it doesn't, we are going to have to make something that's just automatically awesome. And I do have an idea of what that's going to be, but we'll see how we go. So just quickly showing you how exactly this works. You already have seen the top of this area here, but just in terms of how I'm powering it, I mean, I've taken my Tesseracts, which I was using for the quarry and things like that. I've attached it to an energy cell, and the energy cell just outputs power to these guys whenever it's needed. They don't end up using power that they don't need. I believe I could, take this thing off here and it wouldn't be draining. Let's just go like so, and grab you. So even though this wait timer is still, ticking down and automatically trying to do something, the power here is just not being used. So I might actually leave that and just see what the actual usage is like. But that just, powers everything along here. And it seems to work pretty well. I'm quite happy with it actually. So depending on how many mobs you're trying to use, it will use more power. But I mean, it's got a good amount of energy in here anyway. So I tend not to be too worried at all. I mean, I'm only going to be like moving one mob at a time, I guess. Okay, so it's used up a little bit of power now. So I suspect that one of our animals has grown up. Or not. Why? I may end up having to move this even further back, or maybe this one further forward, because it seems to keep picking up my cows, which I'm not actually a fan of, but we'll see how we go. No, don't go there, you silly cow. So I will move this fence one forward, and probably, and the chronotyper as well. And that will just ensure, that nothing is being put where it shouldn't be. If I'm in here, I believe I can just I can automatically jump over, but anyway, so that stuff is getting ready. Let's sort out how we're going to kill them. So it seems that this guy is not repairing by himself, and that's a little bit disappointing. Not to worry, I have an idea. It's going to be wonderful, and we will get into making it a little bit more efficient as well. Essentially, what I want is my division sigil. Where are you? This one is the active one, 253 uses left. We're going to want to make some unstable ingots. Now I'm just wondering, if I make them from semi-stable nuggets, that unstable ingot does become stable, so I could make a whole bunch of those if I wanted, but that would end up using my gold instead of my iron. Well, it still has to use diamond anyway. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to use a whole diamond, I may as well use iron. And then from unstable ingot, if you make tools out of these, I believe they never, break ever. The destruction pickaxe, erosion shovel, all sorts of things in here. What I am looking for... What's that? Sonar. Not what I want. What I'm looking for here is the etheric sword. So 2 of these are needed, so we're going to need 2 diamonds, 2 iron, and a stick, did it say? Damn, I should have been paying more attention. Uses, and where are they? Yeah, and just a normal stick. So let us grab that stick, 1 stick there, 2 diamonds, 1, 2, and 2 iron. Cool. Now, I'm going to want to get this normal crafting table out. It's been made in such a way that we don't, we can't, just automatically use one of these things in here. You do have to use a normal crafting table, and the idea is that you have to beat the clock, since these unstable ingots are very unstable. I haven't had any blow up on me yet, but I don't plan to, let that happen. So here we go. Stick, these 2, etheric sword. Brilliant. So this guy here, I believe if we try and kill anything with it, we'll see if there's any mobs outside. But no matter what we try and do, it will not damage the sword. It's not particularly useful in terms of looting right now. Like, we don't have any looting at all on this. So, you know, while we may end up getting some drops, it's not going to be nearly as good as it could be. So there we go. So we've got nothing from that one there. And we did get one from this one. So it's a little bit hit and miss, not going to lie. I am hoping that it is going to give me, what's it called? Brain work. I am hoping that it's going to give me the experience, but we'll see how we go. It's a good thought. It tries to simulate the player using left click instead. But you see that I haven't used any of the durability on there. So if I put that into our nice little farm, I am going to have to figure out some way of getting down around my base a little bit quicker. But let's just head over there now. So at this time, it's just told to automatically use this pickaxe all the not pickaxe, use this sword all the time. Let's just walk over and see how much we get damaged. We're going to get hurt a lot. Oh, not too bad. But it won't take very long. So you may be thinking, but how are we going to make that cow walk so close to the front of this guy? Well, let me tell you. Essentially, we're going to be using... Where is it? We want to use a conveyor belt. So I believe we've got a few different options here. We've got conveyor belt from extra utilities, which requires, you know, tracks, iron, and redstone. Or you can use mine factory, which just requires, let's see. Oh, come on, guy. There we go. So you can either just use a ton of rubber, one piece of iron, and 2 redstone. I mean, I think I used up all my rubber in making the raw plastic, so I probably am going to have to go make some more of those. I see that as maybe being not necessarily the easiest option since we've got railcraft. Yeah, we'll go for the mine factory option. And of course, it turns out that I did actually have some rubber in my inventory, so let's just get a little bit of redstone, just like maybe 18 of them or so, and we'll grab those out. We've got 3 of them, so put those along the top, and get our redstone, and we just want iron in that middle slot there. So here we go. Ooh, and like so. So we do have 32. I believe that will be enough. Now let's just try this. How do I place it? Not like that. Oh, I thought that was something else. So it can fight it, but it will get moved to this guy a little bit more quickly if it doesn't. Which of course we will... man, those things are really hard to fight. And of course I don't have bat form, so that's why I was kind of getting a little bit confused there. So we'll go like so. I thought I placed one up there for a second. And in. Okay. So now the cows are going to be encouraged to go this way. I was going to fill up the whole floor. I'm not sure if I'm really going to need to. But let's just see. Did that pick up? No experience. Okay, we'll try it out a few more times, obviously, because we've got this pretty much set up now. As soon as that cow starts moving around, he is going to get put over there. And that guy's not using the barley, so I may as well take that out. So, there we go. Go, cow, go! Yay, experience! And then the baby cow, I haven't moved this thing yet. The baby cow should end up coming over there, good. And then... Come on, guy. Why aren't you moving? Maybe you're scared. Come on, little fella. Or big fella now. There we go. So maybe it has to actually see it. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Because if I indent that one more, let's see, can we do that? There we go. Now, did you get experience this time? No. Why aren't you getting experience? I'll figure that out later. But there we go. So that's indented. And then I'm not sure if it just has to be able to see it a bit more clearly or not, but that should help out a little bit. And then we'll move this one forward a little bit. Excellent. Now, I might end up turning off this middle guy, because I do want it to be able to produce a little bit more in terms of cows, so I'll make these two grow up and then we'll have more of them for breeding. Because it will only breed if they're within like a 5x5 space. So I probably could have made this way more efficient, but I don't know, I won't worry too much about that right now. But it's definitely killing, it's definitely creating. I'm just going to need wheat. So let me just move this thing one forward and we'll move on. Dun, dun, dun. And one of my cows died while I was doing this, so I've blocked off this little area, and I've moved this section one forward. Okay, so that should be good for now. That'll I don't know, keep it fine. These guys will probably grow up while I'm away, and that's just what this is for, just to stop them. I'll try to start off with like 4 adult cows on this side, and then, you know, whatever else will just get transferred over, which is, you know, brilliant. We've got our nice lovely sword in there, which is fine, we're happy with that. Now for the final part of this, we are going to go back to Thorncraft, so I'm sorry if you guys are getting a little bit bored of it, but it is going to help me out a little bit here. So the main plan is to, what I want to do, how do I explain this? I want wheat to go from in here down to that farm. So we're going to need another golem. So yay, you guys get to see me do a golem on camera. And I can't quite remember what they're made out of. Let me just clean up my inventory. Oh, and by the way, little knapsack here. I try and keep a few useful things in here that I don't actually want to have to run around and try and get. So here we go. I'm going to show you how to use this guy to create one of these. Essentially, you want to make a golem. So there we go, a nice clay golem. You put a brick in there. It tells you exactly what you need. So Humanus, Motus, and Spiritus. And of course, I'm not actually sure if I've got that in the system. So what I will do is use this guy over here too. Trapdoor has Motus in it. So we'll get a bunch of that going. And come on, one more. Beautiful. And this guy here, so Rotten Flesh 2. Actually, I am probably going to want those, where is it? Here it is. Shift, right click. I can probably leave it on until I get a different helmet. But here we go. So Arbor, Motus, Humanus, and that lot there. And he's just going to put them all away. I tend to empty out the arbor a whole lot. I might need to turn these into void jars if I get the research for it. Alright, so there we go, Corpus. There we go, Humanus is what we want. So I'll show you using this guy in a second. This is the one that I'm going to want, but I can't left click it yet because I haven't got any of this stuff ready. Let's turn off that one, turn on this. There we go. So Humanus, Motus, Spiritus. Now, it has melted down that lot. So we'll put in the Soul Sand, and Soul Sand will give us Spiritus, I believe. So, where is our Motus? There it is. And Humanus, brilliant. And he looks mostly done. I'm not entirely sure why he needs to climb on top of these. I thought he could just do it from the ground here, but either way. So we'll grab this lot here. So that's Humanus. You can see it drains pretty quickly. You can grab that back out, put him back there. And if we look inside, we can see that Humanus has already done. So we'll do that for Motus and Spiritus. Motus. And that should go down to there. Brilliant. Oi. Good. And what was the last one? Spiritus. Okay, so where is he putting that one? No, that's Vinculum. Does it not have a space for that? No, he's been doing it. Where did he put it? 1, 2... Oh, yeah, there we go. Right on the end here. Boom. So grab that last one, and away it goes. Look at that. If you hook these up properly, it will just keep, you know, pumping them out, and I think that's fantastic. But there is our nice, lovely little clay golem. So we'll grab that jar back. Obviously, we still want him to be able to put things in there. You're a very odd chicken. You shouldn't be sitting there. So that's step 1. The next part is very easy. Right, now keep in mind that when you're going to make a harvest golem, you do need the research for harvest golems. So here's my little part here. Oops, and I am missing... What am I missing? Wheat. Messis needs another one of these. Cool, there we go. So there's my discovery. Harvest golem, brilliant. That's the research there. So we do need a blank golem animation core. And then 5 Messis and 5 Meto on top of that. Brilliant. Order upgrade unlocked. Harvest golems fitted with this upgrade will now attempt to replant the crop they harvested. So could fail if the plant failed to drop the proper seed or seedling. Okay, is that upgrade? Oh, well I already had that. Cool, so we'll probably make one of these as well, because obviously we're going to need something to replant the things that we're doing. I was under the impression it was going to do that already, or at least we could have just made another golem for planting, but oh well. Let's get that stuff ready. Alright, and just placing down the last jar here for Potentia. That gives us our nice lovely Nitor. We'll grab that back, put this here. Jar of Potentia, put that there. So that's our Nitor. Cool. On top of that we need, where is it? 4 bricks. And then with those 4 bricks we come over to our arcane work table. Of course we must make sure that we've got our wand for using this arcane work table. So let's put that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, Nitor in the middle. There is our golem animation core. Then we put him into here, we turn off that guy. So there we go, golem animation core gather, not quite. No, we don't want to fill, we don't want to empty, we want to harvest. So for that one we are going to need Messis and whatever the other one is. Messis and the other one, brilliant, that's exactly what I want to call it. Where is it? Messis. Oh, Meto and Messis. So if we have a shovel, a hoe, that one will give us Meto, and Messis will come from apples. So 2 each of those, that'll be fine. Okay, so let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay. I got a little bit confused there. I was starting to count on my fingers. Even though it was only to 6. Yep, that's right. I'm a dumbass. And apples. That's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of those, and this one. There we go. And let's just put that into here. We'll grab these out and go like so. So 3 of these guys, time to farm. And we'll just pop him in there. And we'll start getting this stuff ready. So he actually makes up a few different things, I believe. I am going to make more of these jars. I'm going to have to. Didn't realize how quickly they start, you know, filling up. There's tons, there's far too many different types of essentia. It's a little bit ridiculous really, but I'm actually wondering if I put Saxum up here, is he 5. Maybe. And actually, yeah, he probably will. So there's Saxon there. Can he... Are you serious? Can you not reach that? You silly little man. Annoying. So I'm going to have to make a way for him to be able to climb up onto these, because otherwise it's just going to get ridiculous. But there we go. Well, that's not what we want. We don't want Petito. We want... What are you trying to carry? Show me. It's probably already in one of these. Oh, there's Meadow, so we'll grab that one. Okay, and the other thing that we needed to put in was the apples. And he should start putting them into places. Or does it... Oh, Fames is the other one that's in there. And it hasn't got a place for Fames. Or is it? What do you... Let's get rid of Arbor. Go away. Shift, right click, empty out that. What's other ones that I don't really care about this one either. Or Tell him I might have used. Vinculum I don't. Alright. So we'll see if that's enough. For the now, we will get our Mito out. Empty harvest. I should have told it that that was what I wanted, but oh well. 6. Why aren't you going in? I'll tell you what, that's probably filled with something else. Because it tends to happen. I find that just breaking and replacing it does what's needed. Or does it want the other one first? Mito. I've got what you want. Why are you being silly? Are you done? You appear to be done. So we'll grab this guy. I'll see if I have to do the other one first. I wasn't under the impression that you did, but... Oh yeah, there we go. So I guess it has to do it in order, which I think is a bit silly, but... Oh well. There we go. So we'll place those two back down. Brilliant. So thank you, little clay golem, for your help. It's been wonderful. Here is our harvest. And the last thing, which I believe we were talking about, harvest, and we need order. So order upgrade 1. So we can have one upgrade just so to make sure that he does plant it back down again. More perceptive. Range of accuracy. Anyway, so 8 gold nuggets and 1 order shard. So shard is not spelled like that at all. So 1 of those and 8 gold nuggets. NUGG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's my only chicken left, so I think the other one got eaten by the cat, which also died. It's a little bit exciting between episodes. I don't think you guys understand. Right, so in this guy here, we'll grab these out, surround it, like so, and we've got insufficient ordo. Let me just go get some ordo. Okay, here we go. Gold banded, grab that, upgrade there, wonderful. So improves organization and intellect, very nice. Now I believe all I have to do, we'll just double check this because I don't want to be wrong, not in front of you guys, I hate being wrong. Except for the fact that you guys always see me be wrong. So need not be attached to an inventory. They seek out fully grown crops, reeds, and other commonly farmed plants within a small radius and harvest them. Are you kidding? No. Okay. Actually, no. This is okay. What we can do, I believe I found another use for that. hopper, the gravitational black hole thingamajigger. So let's just put him in here. I am going to have to cover that up again, aren't I? Probably. Now, tools. I'll grab this guy here. That wasn't the only thing. Where's my plant life? There it is. So my lily pad. I had a little bit of trouble putting the word out there. So let's just place him down and we'll see what he does by himself. So, oh yeah, hang on. Bring him with that. Cool. Excellent. So he automatically starts harvesting these just like we want. And I probably will have to make this farm a little bit bigger. I'm not exactly which direction. But that stuff automatically gets planted. And then what I'll probably do, let's see, I'll just leave him to run around down there. Let's go get our little hopper, and then we'll start putting things directly into our, back into our system, so it'll start get sorted. But that's a very nice way to get things done. So, do I have any dirt? Let's just request a piece of dirt. I do have grass in there. Didn't realize. There we go. And I knew that they were going to grow. I knew it. So let's grab our dirt, which will turn into grass. Put that there. And we'll head out over yonder, window break. Over yonder, yeah, sure, whatever. And this guy can go up and... I kind of wanted that to be light. What I could probably do... no, maybe not. We'll see. If I put this up here, is that going to work? I can see that it doesn't work for all of them, but it does pick up everything. What about in these corners here? Okay, no, that seems to still work. Good. And then from there I want it to go into a pipe or something else. Preferably something that works. Let's see, what's the easiest way to put stuff into our system? I mean, the easiest way to get stuff in there is just to make another ender chest, but I don't really want to do that. But I probably will because I'm lazy. Especially since I just remembered I taught my system how to make the ender chest, which is always nice. Let's see, that'll start making things, and then when I need one lapis, or related, let's get our lapis. Into you, you're still not done yet. There it is. Cool. So we'll place you down, put our lapis there, so it's blue, white, white, isn't it? Yeah, blue, white, white. Cool. Let's pick you up, put you down. We're almost there. All we have to do after this part here, I'll probably get rid of all this cotton and replace it with wheat, but from that point onwards, all we need to do is... Actually, I don't even need that there, do I? I could probably put a piece of stone there. And that would stop it from... Yeah, let's do that. So things automatically get put into there. And then from that point, I believe we can put this up here. I'm not sure if it needs the airspace over it or not. I don't think so, but oh well. And since I'm so close, not a machine part, it's under machine blocks. Item duct. There we go. So we'll put that there. This needs to be told to, hang on, put items out the top, like so. And then with our pack here, export stuff out of that one, and we need a new pneumatic servo. Oh, there we go. Get one of those. Thank you. Place you in there, tell you to always be on. And so everything that's in there should get sucked out and put into this chest here. Brilliant. So let's just let's try this. We'll drop everything. I believe he's supposed to replant things if he's able. I'm not entirely sure, because I think if he doesn't have anything to replant it with, it's not going to work. Let me just... No, he seemed to do quite well there. Let's get rid of some of these cottons and we'll replace it with... Actually, we'll probably get rid of most of the cotton. I mainly was just using it so I could get string. It is supposed to get rid of these though, because these say that they're mature. So that's not going to work with this guy anyway. But all that stuff gets put into there. Brilliant. Excellent. So that's all been replanted. This guy will handle it. We'll let him run around for a little while and see how he goes. But for the most part, I think he should be very happy in here. All he has to do is mine things. Well, not mine things. All he has to do is just break this stuff here when they're ready. Replace it if he can. And of course, I'll be keeping an eye on him just to make sure that the seeds aren't getting sucked up into there. Oh, that was not supposed to be in there. What was that doing in there? That's gone. It's disappeared. Never to return. Actually, no, it should be in the thermal expansion chest. There we go. So, oh, no, we'll take you. Cool. So he's all ready. That stuff is going to start going to the farming chest. We've got 10 in there already. And then from there, this thing can supply stuff. So let's just make... Okay, so we're very close to the... Oh, it did get experience. Okay, that's good. Well, not good because I don't have the thing there anymore, but oh well. Excellent. So what I've done, I've got a whole bunch of gold pipes going directly between here and the other system. I'll just break this part here and there. But you kind of get the idea. All it does is, it's actually linked up to that crafting room, which is not the best idea, but if we look into this guy, he's just told to, you know, just request wheat, partial request, so just whenever you can, just send some wheat over here. If we look into, oh, wasn't meant to do that. If we look in here, it's got 6 wheat in there, so not the best amount. Is it just continuously using up all my wheat on a cow that can't do it? 5, okay, so maybe not. And we've got 3 cows, and the baby cow's there. I think it was trying to get one of these cows to start mating, but they've only just made this baby over here, so oh well. Eventually he will get put through here and will automatically start going towards the killing chamber. I'll leave that one there just to see how many we get, but you get the idea. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are all having a fantastic day, and I'm very happy to actually start and finish a project all in one go. It doesn't happen very often, so I hope you enjoyed that as well. Anyway, say goodbye, little golem. Look, he's tending his area, and there's nothing missing. Brilliant. Next episode, we will see what we can do to get this going faster. So, see you guys. Bye. Just keep on breaking away. I've got Minecraft logging every day.